Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word from it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go pop that thing like I'm getting green light. Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Cruising to my future now.
You know, every time I hear that song, I just get so excited because I know what that means. And I'm sure our viewers know what that means.
Yeah.
What does that mean, ladies?
That means it's time for
Breaking the Silence. Yes. Your favorite talk show. And maybe you're like, I don't even know who you are. Don't worry, we're gonna be polite, we're gonna be nice, and we're gonna introduce ourselves, okay?
Yes.
So my name is ShyTia.
I'm Nori.
And I'm Angeli.
And again, you are watching Breaking the Silence. And it's not breaking the silence without some juicy topics.
Yeah.
Without
right.
an interactive part, right?
Yes.
But also we have a question. You know, as I was talking about moving along with the music, let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Because, you know, some of us set some New Year's resolutions.
Yes, we
It's a
did.
long time ago.
And the year's almost over.
Yes, it is.
So, how's that
goodness.
workout session going for you? Do you have anything new that you've been trying?
So, not anything new, but
Okay.
whenever I can't make it to the gym, my very good friend Tia here put me on some video workouts that I can actually do at home, which is like about 20, 30 minutes. And so, yeah, it's going good. You
Yeah.
really do sweat though.
Yeah,
In like
you
those
do.
20, 30, like it's ridiculous.
It's intense.
So, yeah, I really like it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm
And
on
what
it.
about you?
Well, for me, I really love squats and lunges. So that's all I
She's
do.
all about
I'm
lower
all
body.
about just, core.
Just the that's not even core. That's your lower body.
Lower body strength and core.
Good knees. She can do
Definitely.
Yeah, so I'm all about that, all right? You want
Yes.
to join me with those squats.
Yes. And for me, as Nori said, when I can't make it to the gym, I like to go on YouTube and do dance workouts because you just never know, you know, that you're working out, you're having fun, you're moving, you're dancing, right? And as we're talking about moving, how about we move on to the topic for today?
Let us move on.
Let's move on.
I can agree with that.
So today's topic, the first one is finding your guiding light. For those of you who want to find a mentor and you don't know where to start, you're looking for someone to help you out, we're going to be helping you out there. And the second one is the beauty of natural gray. Maybe you're there and your hair is turning a little gray. Don't worry, we're going to teach you the beauty
Too many
of
strands.
natural
She's trying to
gray.
look for the
She's
grays.
trying to count my gray hair.
She got a lot.
She's trying to count my gray hair. And we're also going to have a segment today called Fill Your Cup because sometimes, you know, your cup is running low, your cup is going out, and you just want something to fill your cup. So we're going to teach you on how to fill your cup in polite ways, positive ways,
Yeah.
things that maybe you don't think about that you
Yeah.
can do to fill you back up from the problems, the situation, the stress that you go through
The low
on a
moments.
day-to-day
Yes.
basis.
Yeah.
So I am so excited for
I'm
all of our
excited
topics
too.
today. You know, Nori, she's throwing some subtle hints to me
The
about
gray hair.
one of them because I just refuse to color my hair. But it's time for you to grab your laundry. Yes,
official,
fold the
okay?
clothes.
It's official.
It's time for you to get your coffee, to get your tea, to get whatever you want to get so that way you can be here sitting down with us after this quick break.
Right.
We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right?
I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you know, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Looking for a home church? We've got you covered. From wherever you are, the Universal Church has locations around the world, ready to welcome you with open arms. To find a church near you, call 1-888-332-4141 or text 1-888-312-4141. Your spiritual home is just a call away.
A solution exists to all of your problems. Don't just settle for a life of suffering or misery. Dare to believe by taking action. Night or day, our text line is available for you. 1-888-312-4141.
Email from school about the incident today.
Scary.
Tell me about it. Did you have any idea that was going on?
None. I mean, you saw Derek at the game last night too. Did you have a clue?
No, but you know, teachers like me, parents, we don't always know as much as you guys do. Kids hear first about what's going on with other kids.
Half the time, it's rumors.
It can be hard to tell sometimes, but if you're ever concerned about a friend who's having trouble with alcohol, prescription drugs, bullying, violence, anything, you need to tell an adult. Mom or me, a teacher, coach, school counselor, someone you know and trust.
Dad, no kid is gonna tell an adult about that kind of stuff.
I get it, but if we don't know, we can't help. Speaking up about a problem, that's what helping a friend is all about.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
I don't care who you are, fair is fair.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
You have to maximize, retirement.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Are you thinking about trying something new and you just don't know where to start, how to do it? You're just lost in the sauce. Don't worry. We have some tips for you on how you can find a mentor. Why? Because mentorship is something that helps not only you, but also the person who's mentoring you, okay? So don't feel afraid. Don't be scared to go out to find someone who can mentor you. That's why we're talking about today, finding your guiding light. Because there's a lot of things that you don't know. A lot of things that you want to try something new, you want to do a new career, and you see people in these high places and you want to know how they got there because you're on step number 1 and they're on 20 and you're like, how can I get to number 20 but I don't know 5, 8, 10. Right. So what do I do? So we're going to be teaching them on how they can find the mentor because there's a mentor gap. They just feel so far away from that person that they even think, no, look at her, she's too successful. Why is she gonna make time to talk to me? Why is she gonna make time to answer my questions that I have? This is probably silly, this is probably stupid. Maybe she's gonna look at me and be like she's wasting her time dealing with me. But we have to remember that one day they also was in their shoes, Exactly. They also was there at step number 1 and maybe someone helped them. So why wouldn't she want to give back? Why wouldn't she want to help her fellow woman to get to where she is today?
Yeah, I think a big thing is fear of rejection. Fear of rejection, I think, is one of the reasons why a lot of people, they are afraid. In their minds, they're probably like, oh, she's just too busy for me, or she's just like at a high level that, she's not, they're not going to have time to, pour into me, to invest in me and things like that. But that's the mentality that we have to change. Why? Because mentors are there for a reason. And like ShyTia said, you also have to remember that once upon a time, that person that you're seeking out was also mentored by somebody else. So they're paying it forward. You know, you can't just say, okay, you know what, I don't think that they're going to be able to help me because they have so much going on in their lives. No, you got to put yourself out there. You know, the same way they're going to be open and willing to help you out, you have to be open and willing to be like, hey, you know what? And make yourself vulnerable. I need help. I need guidance. You know, can you help me out? Can you help me make it to where you are now? That's where I'm trying to get at. So I think fear of rejection is something that a lot of people, they're stuck on.
Yeah, and another one as well is after that fear of rejection, you kind of like, okay, so where do I look now, right? Like, okay, I don't have access right now to a boardroom or to a company, right? I'm still here, like, you know, as ShyTia said, step number 1. So I don't even have the access for that. However, sometimes you don't even have to look. It's, you know, within your community. Because I think like some people look at it like this, like mentors. Oh, okay, she is the mentor. However, those who have lived experiences, those who have experienced a tough moment in life, I think they have the capacity and the ability to teach you something because they've gone through something in life and they were able to overcome. They were able to be resilient and they were able to now can be able to share their story. But sometimes we want to look further ahead and then not within our community. However, they're just there, and then you just have to be bold enough, courageous enough to actually, you know, of course, you're not going to tell them, hey, can you be my mentor? You know, you have to network and actually, you know, find that bond.
And you know, a lot of people, believe it or not, actually like talking about themselves. You know, so it just takes one question phrase in the right way to kind of get them started on teaching you how they got to where they got to, you know? And again, like Angeli was saying, like, you're not just gonna be like, hey, do you want to be my mentor? Like, no, it's not like you're going to the prom. They're gonna be your prom date. But why don't you start off small? Be like, hey, would you like to take a coffee? You know, let's like maybe go to coffee for 10 minutes, you know, or can I buy you, you know, a bagel and we can just, you know, talk about things that you've gone through in the past, or I'm going through this right now. Do you have like 5 minutes to kind of like troubleshoot with me? Then it's like, it's not so much pressure on them, because it's like when you think of a mentor, you think of maybe like hours upon hours, you know, they have to stop everything that they're doing just to have this time to talk to you, to invest in you. And in their mind, maybe they're like, I don't have time for this. You know, I'm a busy person. They're always on the go, and they might not have time for you, like to stop and do everything. But if you're going with them, you're like, hey, where are you going? Are you going to the store? Hey, you mind if I tag along? You going to see that client? You mind if I go and see how you talk to people? You know, because it's not stopping what they're doing, but you're just learning from their experience.
And that takes me back to something that I always say, you know, always surround yourself with people who are better than you, in the sense that, hey, if they have something to offer you, hey, why not? Why not shadow them and see and observe, or you see how well off they are? It doesn't necessarily need to be financially, you know, with material wise, but it can be in the simplest things. Like, how is this person so at peace? I'm here living in this chaotic world in my head or in my surrounding, and I see this person and I see how calm and collective they are when it comes to like crazy task or, you know, just life in itself. It's like they know how to handle and coast through, you know, smoothly. How can I get to that point? And it's just those small little things, you know. You don't necessarily need to be like, okay, you know what, let me, can you open up your planner? Let me see, what day do you have available to have a
like
sit down?
Schedule it in, like a therapist or something.
Exactly. No, not necessarily. It can be in a high place, or it can be somebody in your community. It can be your next door. It can be anybody. But
even, you know, like faith-based, because a lot of times people, you know, maybe you're struggling with your faith. You don't know what to believe in. And then you go to somebody, or like you're looking for that peace, you know, and you see someone maybe in your local church and, you know, they have this peace, they have this, you know, vibe to them. And you're just like, man, I want to be like her. Like, how can I be like her? You know, that's something that you can also do. It doesn't have to, as you was saying, doesn't have to be someone so high up. You know, it could be somebody like your fellow person next to you, like, hey, Angeli, you know, I admire how firm you are with your boundaries. Can you teach me how I can be firm with my boundaries as well?
And you have to make yourself visible. Because, of course, the mentor or the person that you wanted to, to have as a mentor would not be going around, hey, do you want to be my mentee, or do you want to learn something from me? No, you have to, visible in a way that, hey, I need help, but okay, you're not going to be like straightforward like that. But once you have that coffee moment or coffee time with them, this is why when you build rapport with a person, of course, you ask questions, and then when you get to that moment, you become specific, of course, because you don't want to be wasting their time as well, because hey, they're probably busy as well. So you make sure that 15 minutes of their time or 20 minutes of that time is actually valuable. Productive. So you ask questions that really would help you out. What did you do when you were starting up, right? What were the qualities, or there's strategies that you did, or if you can teach me one or two things, right? So of course, don't overload them with so many questions, one or two, and then that's going to bring up another session later on.
Exactly, because they're gonna start to feel comfortable with you. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. Like, she was very interested. She was following what I was telling her. And then they will also start asking, like, okay, so what are you working on? Like, what are you interested in? Like, let me see if I can give you some tips on what I went through or what I did, so that way you could avoid my mistakes that I made.
There you go. Even volunteering in your area of growth, like whatever area you want to grow in, may it be like in church setting, like ShyTia was mentioning, or, just in your neighborhood, like a community center or a committee or whatever it is, volunteering in your area of growth, that is definitely going to help you. Why? Because, Angeli mentioned a really good word, network. That's how you're going to be able to network, and you're going to find a lot of people that have gone through different scenarios. Because let's say I'm trying to grow in something. There's something that ShyTia went through that Angeli didn't go through. So because I'm there networking, I'll be able to get the both worlds. So it's definitely something good to think about.
And I think that this is something that we all have to take into consideration. You can't be afraid, because you already have a no. I like to always tell people, you already have a no. So don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid that somebody is not going to take you under their wings, because you already are not working with someone. So go ahead, go ask them, make that decision for them. And we hope that you took our tips into considerations, but we're going to go on the quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
This isn't just television, it's Living Faith Network, where every program is designed to strengthen your faith. From award-winning Bible series to daily news to wholesome cartoons and uplifting entertainment, your spirit will thank you. Catch us on Verizon Fios Channel 792, Frontier Communications Channel 726, DirecTV Channel 42, New York viewers, Dish Channel 39, New York viewers, LFN.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
When you hear soul food, you probably think of this. A rich, home-cooked meal that fills your belly and warms your heart. But what about the hunger no meal can satisfy? The hunger for peace, purpose, love and joy? Introducing the Soul Food Podcast. a faith-based show designed to nourish your spirit.
Redo your life, your family, your marriage. From ashes, He can give you a new life.
With over 200 inspiring episodes streamed across the globe, you'll find stories of hope, encouragement, and transformation.
Today, my life is a life that I could not have imagined. A lot of people, they go to church the first time or for a few months because they want a blessing. But the biggest blessing is the Holy Spirit.
Listen anytime, anywhere on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Engage with polls, share your thoughts, and be part of something bigger. Don't miss the food that lasts forever. Tune in to the Soul Food Podcast today. And feed what truly matters, your soul.
You are watching Breaking the Silence.
What level is your cup on? And no, I'm not talking about your coffee cup, okay? Do not go and do a refill. You had a break. You should have refilled then. But we're talking about your internal cup because we understand and we know how hard it is to have to always pour into somebody else. You know, maybe you're pouring into your job, you're pouring into your children, you're pouring into your spouse, but who is pouring into you?
How are you filling up your cup?
Exactly. What are you doing to fill up your cup to have peace? Because stress is going to come, problems are going to come, but when you have peace inside, when your cup is full, regardless of what comes your way, you know that you'll be able to handle it. So today, ladies, we asked you to grab a pen and a piece of paper because us hosts here today, we are going to give you some examples on how we fill up our cup, because yes, we do run dry sometimes too. So we have to take care of ourselves. So we're going to teach you what we do to take care of us, so that way you can practice this self-care at home. Okay. So who wants to go first?
Angeli, we're both looking at you, girl. You lost.
All right.
You
so
lost.
How many rounds are we doing this? Okay. No, but for me, really personally, prayer is my first.
Okay.
Whenever I'm stressed, I'm angry, or any kind of negative feelings, I'm about to explode or feel like I'm not stable at the moment, that is my first resort. Prayer. Yeah, that is my first step. Of course, there are other things, but that is the first. Like, you know, that's priority for me. Prayer. You know, even if it doesn't, because sometimes people think about it like this, oh, I need to find some things that I have to say, or like it has to be something really long. No, sometimes I take only 5 seconds? 5 seconds just to stabilize myself, you know, just to, okay, you're okay, you know, pray, and then you're fine. You're not in harm right now. Do what you have to do, but then it kind of like brings you to your core, you know. So
it helps you compose yourself.
Right. Like, okay, everything is in chaos, but that's one thing that stabilizes you and makes you like feel safe.
Okay, I like that one. So, to add on to the prayer, that's something I do as well, especially if you feel as if anger wants to creep up on you. You know, you go through a situation, you go through a moment, and you just feel those fumes coming. Stop. Pump the brakes. And do as Angeli said, take that time to pray, because it's also going to help you wind down instead of just taking it and running with it. But another thing that definitely helps me to fill up my cup is to be on chill mode. And what do I mean by chill mode? You know, sometimes you're always in the hustle and bustle of everyday work. You have to prepare food for tomorrow. You have to make sure you wake up early so the kids are good, send them off to school. You have to make sure that, you know, they did their homework, or, you know, probably get a head start on dinner before you leave off to work, and then it's just work throughout the entire day. You have to stop, go pick up the kids, and it's just busy. You're just busy overall. And the loud noise of your surrounding can sometimes be overwhelming. So there's times where I just say, no, you know what? Today I'm going to be on chill mode. So what do? I go ahead and I'm just at peace. I'm not worried about stressing myself, making sure that A through Z is done. When I get to my work area, I put in my AirPods. If you can do it, but I can. So I put on my AirPods and I just put like some nice calming music as I'm tackling my task. And I just chill. Even though, you know, my friends around me and stuff, they're, you know, laughing, joking, doing whatever. I'm just on chill mode right now. So, and I don't let any of those things interrupt me. So that's another thing that I do to fill up my cup.
Yeah. I think with Angeli said, prayer is a must for all of us. But sometimes what I do is I go out in nature, right? So I go to a quiet spot where it's just me and I can kind of breathe in that fresh air. I think also like when you change the environment, you kind of leave like the problems, the stress behind. You're like, you know what? I'm going to go for a walk. And I find myself doing that from time to time. I'm just like, I'm gonna go for a walk and I'll just walk out and I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need to be out. I just need to be in the open. I need to do something different, have a change of environment. I pray, you know, or I just listen to music or I just enjoy the scenery as I'm walking by. So that's something that I do to fill up my cup.
Okay. Well, another one that I do as well is sometimes you really want to vent, right? So this I do really personally. I don't do it on paper anymore. I used to, but journaling. Like I do it on my phone because I have my phone all the time. But I journal, you vent there, write down, you know, whatever you want to write down, things that because words have power. Sometimes you want to say something, but you'll regret it later on. But when you're journaling, you're just releasing everything that you want to say, you want to do, or, you know, you're just releasing everything on paper. Well, not on paper in my case, but if it helps better with, you're letting it out, you're venting. And then once you let it out, that means it's out. You don't let them in again. So that is one way to actually release all that tension and to also fill your cup. Because sometimes you wanted to vent to other people or, you know, but sometimes they're not really somebody who can really help you out or, you know, but when you do that, I think it's something that's very therapeutic because you're able to, again, express yourself, release the tension, release the stress, and also not allowing it to you're just filling it up with something negative instead of filling it up with something positive. Because sometimes we can fill our cup with stress, we can fill our cup with all the negative energy instead of filling it with something that would actually benefit us and help us.
Okay, I like that one. Another thing that I do to fill my cup, whether I'm home or I am, you know, my workspace, my work area. Sometimes I just get up and I just walk outside and I just look at the sky. I look at the sky and I just let the heat from the sun just hit my face. And sometimes I'm just like, this is just what I needed. And sometimes just like, you know, thank you, Lord, for, you know, patience or for this or for that and the other, you know. So that's something that helps me to, you know, kind of be at peace, you know what I mean? I don't know, it just brings me like a sense of calmness. So that's something else that I do to fill up my cup.
Yes, something I do, which I think all of you already know what's coming up.
I know. Give her a book, you all.
Yes. I read a book. I just find a book that I can really dig deep into, you know, because at the end of the day, it's like stressing over this or over that, or, you know, maybe I've been moving around so much. That's just like my me time, my quiet time, where I can just, you know, relax and not worry about what's going on around me. Because, you know, like if you really enjoy reading, regardless of what it is, it could be a self-help book, you know, it could be a fantasy book, it could be a rom-com, whatever, you know, that interests you, you know, that's what you should read. And it kind of just like give you that time to kind of have that dopamine, that, you know, serotonin releasing your brain, and you're laughing and like you're enjoying the moment, even though it's just like between between you and the characters in the book. So I always read
it. It's such a good thing.
Okay. And then also we have like things like, meditation, listening to
music, uplifting music, especially when you're going through a moment. There's some songs that really hit hard that you're like, or there's a specific song that you probably go to whenever, you're feeling down, or whenever you want to feel encouraged, or, a song that really speaks to you loudly, or that brings you peace in such a way. So,
and I think also like maybe mirror talking.
Yes.
You want to talk about it?
No, because I was going to say it, but then I don't know if you have time. But mirror talk or pep talk with yourself. And I do that too. Hey, you're okay, you're fine. And then I do like a little role play with myself. But I think it helps because you also see yourself there, and then your reactions and all of that. So maybe that's one thing that could also fill your cup.
So I think my cup is about almost full.
Yeah, mine too.
And I hope that your cup is filling up too. And maybe you like, you know what, you didn't talk about what I do to fill my cup up. Don't worry, just DM us. Let us know in the comments what you do to fill up your cup. But we're going to be going on the quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back.
You grew up dreaming of the perfect family, finding the right person, building a life together, and raising children who would thrive. You did everything to achieve that dream until it turned into a nightmare. The family you worked so hard to build is now slipping through your fingers. Your children resist your guidance. Your partner, once your safe place, now feels like a constant source of conflict. What happened to the home you were building? Where did it all go wrong? The rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house. And it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. A strong family needs a strong foundation. When your home is built on solid ground, no storm can bring it down. Join us every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. at the Universal Church and learn how to rebuild your family on the rock. Services are also available at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. Call us now for a location near you. 1-888-332-4141. It's time to change the story of your home.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
From the pages of the Bible, an epic story of faith and destiny. The Promised Land. Joshua leads the 12 tribes of Israel.
Those who choose not to follow orders will be considered traitors.
Conquering kingdoms, facing betrayal.
Well, I believe that you would be a great leader, but I was wrong.
And fighting impossible battles. Love, intrigue, war, and miracles. A drama like no other. Experience timeless lessons.
He answered me.
And the power of true faith.
I come to you and I humbly beg of you for aid.
The Promised Land, only on LFN. Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in and be inspired.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Stop your phones and enjoy each other.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
It's always important to consult your doctor.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Oh no, I think I see some gray hair coming out. Just kidding. Today we are going to be embracing the gray. So if that gray hair is popping out, girl, don't be ashamed of it because it's no longer a taboo. Because you know, in today's society, gray hair, it means something so bad. I remember growing up seeing my grandma always like, oh, I gotta buy dye. I gotta buy dye. My grays are coming out. But today, in today's society, women are embracing the natural beauty. They are embracing the gray hair. And you know, a lot of times people, they feel afraid because they're like, you know what? I look too old. You know, people are like, no, I'm so young and my hair's already graying. Like, I don't want to, you know, I have to color it. I have to, you know, maintain, because if people look at me and they see this gray hair, they're going to think I'm 60. But in today's society, people are going grayer and grayer at a young age. There's like people in their 20s, their 30s that actually start getting gray hair, maybe because of high stress or genetics, you know, so it's not something that automatically represents age. And we have to take away that shame of having gray hair. We have to stop looking at it as if it's a bad thing, and we have to start looking at it as something, a sign of wisdom, a sign of maturity, if it is because of your age. So yes, I am telling you, you have permission to throw away that hair dye. You know you was delaying for a reason. It's because you was waiting for this segment to come up to give you the approval to rock your grays, girl.
From personal experience.
Yes.
Personal.
And you know what? I don't even think I'm in the position to talk about this topic because I have a box right now.
We're giving her box
I have a box right now, and I've been looking at that box for days now, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And it's so true, though. I don't know why, but people are just afraid of seeing the grays. I mean, listen.
Or they
speaking from
experience.
experience.
Like, let me pluck it out really
But listen,
quick.
let me tell you guys something. Don't pluck it out. It is not good to pluck it out. I know there's one person who used to pluck out their gray hairs, and with time, it kind of became like a bald spot.
Yeah, because it
that
doesn't
never
grow back.
grew back. Exactly.
Because
So
it's hair
don't do it.
trauma. Like you're making your hair experience a traumatic experience, so it's not gonna grow back.
And you have to embrace it, just like ShyTia said. I mean, listen, we are all.
Are you gonna embrace it?
You know, listen, I'm not embracing it 100%, you know, but after Tia said what she said just now, I'm gonna work on it. Progress,
all right,
okay? Step by step.
Baby steps.
Exactly. But there's a whole bunch of things that you can do and embrace it, because let me tell you something. Everybody, you, me, Angeli, ShyTia, the crew in the back, they're all headed in that direction. I hear them already.
Some of them already have some. You can already count how many they got.
Listen, we're all heading in that direction, you know? So just embrace it. I mean, there's just things that's inevitable, and that is one of them, you know? But I mean, if you're not there yet, like me, there's things, I don't know.
And you know, it can be really expensive too, because you have to touch up the roots all the time. So it's very high maintenance, especially for those who already have so much bills, so much things to take care of. You are the, you know, the breadwinner of the family. You have 3 jobs, and plus they see in your hair you have gray, and then for you to be able to still, you know, touch up or root touch ups and all of that, it could be high maintenance. Although you can still rock, and we're gonna give some tips on how you can rock that gray hair and still look, of course, not stressed, but you'll still look fabulous in your gray hair.
Exactly. You know, you can start to do treatments on your hair so that way it's not dull. Because a lot of times people think like, oh no, the gray hair means is, you know, lack of life in my hair, is dulling, it's not going to have no vibrancy to it. So you can get a haircut, you know, have a new you. You know, like maybe let's say you are like Nori and you just dyed your hair. Now you're just going to do a whole new style. You get a, you know, a haircut, you start doing hydration treatment. So that way, yes, the gray will never stop being gray, but now you're going to start making it vibrant. Because honestly, me, I like the salt and pepper look. I think it's so nice. There's some people that I look at and I'm just like, I just love your hair. And she's just like, but it's like gray. And I'm like, I know, but it just looks so nice to me. So it's like maybe something that you're so insecure. You're like, oh my goodness, everybody's just looking at my gray. They're judging me. But somebody can be really admiring that about you.
Yeah. And like, I remember my mom, because my mom, she does not care. She was just like rocking that bob, and she has like this gray hair. And you're like, Mom, you want to call it? No, like, what are you talking about? Like, this is my real hair. Like, no. So I was like she's like just bold enough to just, you know, rock her hair like that, bob with that cut. So I was just like, oh. And then when I also see like somebody who's like with gray hair, automatically, although some people think about it like, oh, she's stressed. For me, honestly, I think about it like this. Oh, how, you know, what wise woman or a wise man this person is. You know, although if you compare it to somebody who's young, that's a different story. But I mean, like, talking about those who are already in the age of like 50s or 60s, when you see them, like, you just admire them because they've gone through experiences and they're ready. And they're ready to actually embrace their look, their, you know, the gray and the age that they have at the moment.
You know what I admire? I admire people who genetically have it. Like, I've seen this story. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a story of like 3 generations. It's a grandmother, it's a mother, and a daughter, and they all were born with kind of like a
gray patch.
A gray patch here, like in the front of their head. And you know, I'm pretty sure that with that, you know, there's insecurities that come and stuff like that, but they've learned how to embrace it. They've learned how to, you know, kind of make it into like a nice statement, like to own it and stuff, and not allow negative comments or things to get to them. Because like I said,
and I'm pretty sure like the grandma probably had it like harder, but then once she developed confidence and she saw like her daughter, you know, have the same thing, and then she kind of passed it on. So like with that, you know, generation passing down, it's like it helps the next person have more confidence, because it's just like, hey, you know, this is what happens. This is how we are. We're born like this, and you know, you still look beautiful. You still look good. Look at your mom. Look how I look. So imagine like this is how you're gonna look when you get older.
I do have a friend that she started graying like really
It's
young.
not me.
No, it's not Tia. It's not Tia. But the way it started growing out, it was mostly like here in the front of her head, and she owned it. And for some time, me included, I'm guilty. Like, we would just be like, girl, you young, why don't you dye your hair black or brown or something, hide it and stuff. But she embraced it so much and so well that she started playing around with it, you know. And she looked really beautiful. There was this one time I remember she went to go get like a nice haircut, like in layers and like long bangs. And it was so beautiful the way they kind of did her hair and kind of like blended the gray along with her regular hair. And she owned it. She looked wonderful. She looked fabulous. And it was till then that I was like, okay, girl, you got this. Like, she was rocking it really, really good. So that's what we have to do.
It looked like a highlight almost.
Yeah, the way the bang was kind of like set out and stuff, it really looked really, really nice.
Yeah. And you know, the good thing about gray hair is a neutral color. Like, so it's like when you have like red hair, like, or brown hair or black hair, it kind of stands out. So with that gray hair, you can be more bold in your choices with like your clothes. You know, you can wear the pinks, you can wear the yellows, things that you might not have normally wore because you're like, oh, it clashes with my hair. Now you have that confidence to be like, you know what, gray hair goes with everything. I look good in everything. So you get so excited about having the gray hair and mismatching and doing a lot of other things. So I think that's the benefits of having gray hair. You know, you can never go wrong with it. And again, it's a transformation, it's a time period that go, you know, throughout time. You know, maybe right now you're not so confident, maybe you're shy, you're just like, oh no, I don't know what to do. But as you go through the motions, you're gonna start to feel more confident within yourself.
Girl, you sold it to me. I'm not gonna dye my hair no more. I'm gonna just let the grays just come on out.
Embrace it.
Because it's, as we always say, like as we were saying, it's natural. Like, that's why I just refuse to dye my hair. And actually, a funny story that I do with my gray hair is like when people point it out to me, I'd be like, oh, that one is named after you. Like, you're the reason why I have this gray hair. And so there's like some of the kids that that I know, I'm like, you have like 4 of my gray hairs caused by you. So one of the girls was like, well, I'm always with you. Wherever you go, I will always be there. So it's just like something to have fun with, you know, to joke around with, not to just be like, oh man, or feel insecure about it.
Yeah, and maintaining the grays is also something very important. Not a lot of people know how to maintain their grays. And, you know, I don't know if I can even call it like a fun fact, but on certain people, I don't know if it's on all people, but I know I've seen on certain people like that the grays with time, like if you don't take care of your hair properly, it looks kind of dull and kind of goldish. You can always go to like the purple shampoo and stuff like that to bring to bring that vibrant color back. You know, if you have a lot of gray hair, and that's another way that you can maintain it as well. So keep it looking nice and vibrant and stuff, so people, when they look at you, they're not like, oh, she's like washed out.
And it kind of like takes the color away from you, you know, like with your hair, it will make you look dull too, and it kind of makes you look like you gave up on life. So it's like when you take care of it, it's like you have it popping, like pop out, then it's like you have also that confidence, and when people see you, they can be like, wow, your hair looks nice, and you be like, thank you. So yes, we do tell you, throw away that box dye, rock your grays, because it is something that you can do. It is something that's enjoyable. Enjoy the new you. Look at it as a way for you to have a new chapter in your life, you know, because it's something different that you're doing. So I hope we gave you the confidence today to rock your grays, to not feel insecure, to not feel self-conscious about it. But we are going to go on a quick break, and we'll be right back after this break.
The show isn't over yet. Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
I never stopped loving God, but I hated church people. For a long time, I didn't even know why. I mean, I'm basically born in the church. But I started to feel resentment towards church people. I experienced church culture as judgmental, bitter, manipulation, status-driven, and sometimes even cult vibes.
I don't belong anywhere. Not even churches want me. And I thought they were supposed to care. You're not alone in feeling this way, and very likely, you won't be the last. Sadly, many individuals have been church hurt over the years and have turned away from their faith because of hidden abuse. Neglect. Family pressure.
Do you think I wanted a daughter like you?
Or feelings of rejection. Those who once cherished the caring support of a home church now harbor resentment and cynicism. Maybe one of those individuals is you. As time goes on, you long for a true spiritual home, a safe, welcoming, and genuine environment to worship the Lord Jesus. Well, you found the right place. Our doors are open wide to welcome you 7 days a week. Join the nearest Universal Church, particularly on Sundays at 10 a.m. Other service times are also available. Worship, learn, and fight your problems by faith. And in the process, experience a deep encounter with God's power. At every Sunday service in the Universal Church, you'll be blessed with prayers for divine healing, financial prosperity, and family well-being. Additionally, you'll learn practical teachings of faith founded on the Word of God to nourish your soul.
The Holy Spirit inside of you makes you happy. Makes you happy.
We have no dress code or any other outward requirements. We just have an open and teachable heart. Come as you are, but rest assured, you won't leave the same.
Breaking the Silence voice deserves to be heard. Join the conversation.
Loving our family-friendly shows? DM us on Instagram at UnaLivingFaith. We'd love to hear from you.
You are watching Breaking the Silence.
So during the break, we decided that we're gonna go to Nori's house and to throw away the diamond. Me and Angeli is outvoting her, so she got it thrown away.
She got embraced the gray hair.
But she's embracing it, so that's good.
I'm definitely embracing it, and more it's popping. Angeli, you don't got no grades that I can see.
Wow.
She got some good genes, y'all. She got some good genes.
Or maybe I know how to hide it.
Exactly. But maybe you're there. Listen, we got some good news for you. Yes, it is now gonna be breaking news that Breaking the Silence is telling people, go gray. Okay?
Oh.
Go gray. Not black. Not brown. We're going gray. Yes, it is breaking news. It is breaking news. Embrace that natural beauty because you do look beautiful the way that you are. Don't feel pressure, to stand into society to do what society is telling everybody else to do. Be natural. Be you. If you want to go gray, be you. If you want to dye your hair like Nori, be you.
If you need a mentor on how to embrace your gray,
changing the topic.
She's the person to look for.
Yes, but also on another note, yes, it is true. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed to find someone who can help you be that mentor that you need. Because as we said earlier, everybody has been where you are. No one starts off on the top. No one gets there overnight. It takes time. They needed someone to help them, to guide them, or maybe they made a lot of mistakes that they will be willing to share with you. So go ahead, go ask them. Don't be afraid. And again, don't bombard them with so much questions. Don't be like, hey, Nori, be my mentor, please. No, be like, hey, I heard that you like coffee with oatmeal. You see, I brought you this coffee today.
So let me show you the benefits of it. And then from there, you just hit it off.
You just have a relationship. That's what the importance of it being, to have a relationship with your mentor. So that way it's natural. It's not like stiff and you don't want to be there. She don't want to be there. But you want to be able to flow naturally together.
Because they're there to help bring the best version, a better version of yourself, And it's not like you're going to have that same specific mentor for the rest of your life. No, it's for a season. It's for a season. Once you've reached that point, you reached your goal, and you already have what it takes. From there, you by yourself, you can go and you can start developing and, doing more for yourself. And you never know. Someone else is going to be like, hey, I saw how well off you are.
You can be a mentor yourself.
And then you start to pass on. You pay it forward. Someone helped you, now you help them, And then you're filling up your cup, because you're not stressing, you're not worried about how you're going to make it, what you're going to do. You're filling up your cup, you're praying, you're walking, you're exercising as we talk. If you want, go to YouTube. They have some great videos for you to try. But also, we want to hear from you. So you can go ahead and scan this QR code that's being pulled up right there. There you go. And you can find us on Instagram at BreakingTheSilence_talk show. Because we want to hear from you. We want to hear how you fill up your cup. We want to see those pictures of you embracing the gray. We want to see you with your mentor. But that is all we have for today. We're going to go ahead and throw away her diamond.
Bye.
Matters.